your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Oh, shit. More Stories Podcast. I'm your host, Jay Mohr. What's my Instagram? Jay Mohr 37. Here with my boy, Joey Praino.
Great to be here on the right side this
Joe
time.
Praino 37.
That's right.
Something like that.
Just at Joe Praino.
You know why I'm 37?
No.
Jay Mohr was taken, and some Chinese kid in Chicago said, I'll give it back to you for $50. And I said, it was the principle. I said, no, that's okay. And 37 was my dad's number when he raced cars, and there was always a car in our driveway with a 37 on the hood, so that became my de facto lucky number, 37. And then when I played like softball as an adult, like nobody's gonna argue over the 37. You got three guys pulling on the 8.
Only you and Ron Artest.
Ron Artest, Casey Stengel.
Wow.
Kenny Rogers, not the singer, the pitcher.
The pitcher. Yeah.
Couldn't get out of 6 innings.
Yeah.
Gotta know when to fold 'em.
Kenny Rogers walked a guy home to lose a playoff series to the Mets. This guy.
Wouldn't you? I love guys like Andy Pettit, because when they didn't have it, it was like 6-0 with 2 outs in the first inning.
Yeah.
I hate those like Mike Hampton, Kenny Rogers guys where it's like the 5th inning. It's like, wait, how is it? It's 6-0. Those ticky tack. Just fucking get blown out, and I'll see you in 3 days.
What's the Japanese guy that's on the Padres? I'm forgetting his name now.
Yu Darvish.
Yu Darvish is going to throw a 1-hitter, or he's going to give up 11 runs in the first. And it's like, at least you know what kind of Yu Darvish you're getting that day.
You know why Japanese players? It's not a racist joke. It's actually. Do you know why Japanese players get hurt and run out of gas in the bigs? Because there's only one time zone in Japan. And I was thinking about the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Like, how are they just kicking the shit out of the Lakers? Like, their whole lives, they never have to go more than one time zone or 2 time zones.
Yeah, there you go.
They never have that coast to coast. I can't even talk about it right now, Joe.
I know.
I just got a call from my son's school before we came on air. Like,
Are you okay?
Yeah, we just noticed he's just lacking energy lately. And I'm like, yeah, no shit. You should see him at home.
Anthony Edwards is shoving him around all day.
Oh, my God. My son would F him up in the paint. You kidding me? My guy, Trash Truck would fuck dudes up in the paint.
Trash Truck.
Oh, he's been that name since he was a baby.
It's amazing.
You never met him.
No.
He's 14. He weighs 220.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's got a double leg. He knows jiu-jitsu. Like, he's a problem.
Does he play sports?
Flag football.
Yeah.
Or as my nanny calls it, he's at fag football. And I'm like, she must have guessed, wow, something. But then when I showed up, what do you know? It's exactly what it is.
Yeah. You were saying about your dad racing cars in 37. I remember seeing you talk about, or hearing maybe on this show, you talk about Tom Cruise being obsessed with your dad's race.
Yeah, let me tell you something about Tom Cruise. The coolest guy I've ever known in my life. First of all, he's straight. Second of all, he never tried to convert me to anything, religious or otherwise.
Never mentioned it in any way.
He's just a guy that hangs out, that wrestled, wearing a Notre Dame cap. He's in great shape. He's the coolest man I ever met in my life. And we're filming at Sony, and he comes up. My dad says to me, everything with your parents is like, when you go ask your friend so-and-so.
Yeah.
Everything's like a comic. Like, when you ask your friend Tom Cruise what gear he is in at what gear is he in at turn 1 at Watkins Glen, because he's the only guy that doesn't crash into that hay bale. So I'm like, all right, now I got a reason to talk to Tom Cruise. So we're on the set, and I go up to him. I said, my dad raced with you at Watkins Glen in Long Island, and he wants to know, what gear were you in? Do you use in turn 1? Because you never seem to crash into the hay bale. And Tom Cruise just goes... just that megawatt, and he goes, I think I'm in first gear. Yeah. So I tell my dad that, and he goes, oh, that makes sense, or whatever. And then 2 months go by. We're at Sun Devil Stadium. We're in a different state. We're on a night shoot. We're in a stadium. It's 3 a.m. There's 10,000 extras in the crowd. I'm throwing the football with the guy that played my quarterback that I represent in the movie. And Tom Cruise comes running down the field from like the tunnel. I'm on like the 40-yard line. He's like, JJ! And he's hauling ass.
Doing the Tom Cruise sprint.
The Tom Cruise run. He's coming right at me. I can't believe it. He gets to me. He goes, hey, I go, what's up? He goes, hey, I'm not even winded. What gear is your dad in? Like, he remembered. That's some Dale Carnegie business.
Yeah.
Of how to win friends and influence people. He remembered a conversation from 2 months ago and brought it back to my attention. And that's when I knew that Tom Cruise, if he ever starts a cult, I'm in it.
I got news for you.
Yeah. I love that guy. That guy helped change my life. Because I would like not hang my clothes up at the end of the day. I would just leave them on the floor of my trailer. And we were in a van going somewhere, and the the wardrobe lady, let me start that whole story over for the clip. Tom Cruise changed my life because I was just kind of a jerk on set. I would change out of my clothes at the end of the day and leave it on the floor of my trailer. And then one day we're in a van going somewhere, and the makeup lady had to bring our suits in, and she goes, you can hang up your clothes. And I was a jerk. I say back to her, I go, yeah, I don't work in wardrobe. And then she leaves, and we're riding in the van, and like we get 2 blocks, and Tom Cruise goes, these girls, they bust their ass. They're here real early. They bust her. And I was like, yikes. So ever since then, I fold up the socks, put them in the shoes, put the shoes, left is on the left, right's on the right.
Yeah. If Maverick can hang up his clothes,
Maverick can hang up his clothes.
You can hang up your clothes.
He's the coolest guy in the world and an underrated actor.
I've said this. This is my Tom Cruise theory forever. Tom Cruise has been in some bad movies or mediocre movies. Tom Cruise has never been bad in a movie. I can say I've seen almost everybody. I watched Blood and Wine, and Michael Caine and Jack Nicholson were both bad. Tom Cruise has never been bad in a movie. Tom Cruise delivers. Whatever he's supposed to be doing, Tom Cruise delivers.
I'll give you a great actor that's bad in a movie that nobody talks about. Richard Gere, Officer and a Gentleman, is comically terrible. I got no place left to go. Don't you do it. And then meanwhile, you got Louis Gossett Jr., who's just floating on a cloud of titties through this entire movie, effortless. And then Richard Gere is just comically bad.
Yeah.
But it just dawned on me like a month ago. I think I said it to you. Yeah, you and Kyle downstairs once.
Because he's like, it's like you're figuring it out. And then he goes, but Tom Cruise, never. From day one.
And in Vanilla Sky.
What are you showing us?
Bad and Far and Away.
Far and Away.
Well, it's not his fault. He's far
playing
away.
Irish.
He's got to do an Irish accent.
I don't even know if he's bad in it. He's bad in it? I disagree.
How about I punch you in your whore mouth? Talking like that about the goat.
I've seen Far and Away 5 times, and I didn't watch it 5 times because Tom Cruise is bad in it, Kyle.
I love him and everything. And Vanilla Sky, do you know how hard it is to act a little crazy where just your best friend, your best friend is like, hey man, are you okay?
Yeah.
But not being like, like licking the windows crazy. When's your wedding, Joe? Let's get to this.
July 26th.
Oh, so you have a date.
I have a date, yeah.
And how long have you guys dated before? How long have you been dating?
We have been dating 2.5 years. Well, it'll be just under 3 years when we get married. We met in August of 2022.
And you met on
Bumble.
Grindr.
Yeah.
Can I give you 3 words of incredible advice about you and your marriage?
Yes, absolutely.
3 words.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You've been married 3 times, Jay.
Yeah. And now I'm on the 3rd one where I'm happy, No, do it. She's great.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
I mean, I am 45, never really considered being married prior. Like, thought for a minute with other women, but never to the point where I was like, oh, I'm looking at rings or anything like that. And I feel like that's because I didn't settle. I was just like, hey, man, maybe it's not for me. Maybe I'm not the kind of guy who can just do that. Because eventually people break me, and then I'm like, I'd just rather be alone. And this is
because you want to be alone, or you want to just have sex with everybody else?
That was part of it.
Or have sex alone.
Yeah, for sure. They're part of it. But like mostly, I mean, I cheated on a lot of girls. I cheated on almost everybody. But also, it's just like, I just want to sit in my place and have a Miller Lite and watch a Mets game and not be fucking bothered about it. What are you doing?
Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken's now doing the voice of Miller Lite. It comes in a can. And this beer has dreams and stories. Like, Budweiser must be kicking themselves.
Yeah.
To hear him say, it's the king of beers.
The 50th anniversary. I love it. Yeah.
It's the king of beers. The thing about marriage that I have, if you're going to break up, it's going to come down to one reason and one reason only. It's because she hates you. That's really as bottom line as I can make it. No matter what it says on the divorce certificate, irreconcilable differences, religious beliefs, this, that, scabies, poison oak. It really comes down, every relationship ends because she grows to hate you. Like, for example, if you're a lady listening right now, how many times today did you look at your husband and think to yourself, how fucking dumb is he? Like, how fucking dumb is this guy? I'm going to guess 3. Like, maybe your sunglasses are on your head, Brian. Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, yeah, I came. How fucking dumb is he? And that's not good, especially when you learn what a guy thinks when he looks at his wife, and it'll surprise you. A man looking at his wife is usually thinking, wow, she's so pretty. I wish she was nicer to me. Usually standing outside Sephora holding a purse.
Yeah.
Awkwardly, because we don't know how to hold a purse.
Yeah.
We hold it like we're holding books in school.
I mean, so many of my relationships, I was just like, why is this so hard? Like, why do you insist on bitching and fighting with me? All like, what? This could just be easy if you just chilled the fuck out. My last girl before Charlotte tried to hit me with her car.
What kind of car?
She had a Lexus SUV.
Hey, now.
Yeah. I do a joke. I'm like, if a man had been driving, I'd be dead.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's a good joke.
Yeah. She tried to hit me with her car, and then when she missed, I ran the other way, and she tried to back up and missed me again. But like, I was just like,
did you call the cops on her?
No.
Turnabout is fair play, lady.
Yeah. I was in I have a.
Were you guys mid crazy argument?
We had a lot of crazy arguments. It had gotten physical. She had gotten physical with me a few times. And then this was, I'm moving out. I moved shit out of my apartment. I had a buddy with a van come over. I moved shit out. I put it in storage. I'm moving out. And she was like, I feel bad. Let me drive you back to your car. Because I had rented a van. Let me drive you back to your car. Or let me drive you back to your brother's, where I was like crashing on my couch because we're splitting up and moving out. From El Segundo to Marina Del Rey. She drove me from where we lived to my brother's.
Okay.
I was just
6 miles.
Yeah. I'm not fighting. I'm just trying to keep it cordial because it's been really dark and I'm trying to keep it cordial. She thinks in that 10 minutes, because we haven't fought, we're getting back together. She's like, so this is, we don't have to do this. Go get your stuff at your brother's place. We're going to go get your stuff at a storage and you're going to move back in. And I was like, are you out of your fucking mind? I was like, the other day you tried to hit me. I moved out. I'm out. This is over. And when I got out of the car, I started walking and I heard the car rev and I turned and whoa, slipped out of the way and then was like, what the fuck? And ran the other way. And she put it in reverse and tried to come back at me.
I didn't even hear the last part of what you were saying because all in my head, all I could hear was crazy pussy. There's nothing like crazy pussy.
Yeah.
There's just nothing like it.
My friends are like, bro, you're obsessed with crazy girls. I'm like, I'm not. But also there's
if you saw how she threw it back, you'd be obsessed too.
Yeah.
But women grow to hate us. And it's like, it's not, you don't hate all of us, ladies. That's not what I'm saying. It's like over time you grow, you start to hate little things about us. Like, think about your husband, right? You hate little things about him over time, like his face. That stupid face. You hate that he always comes home from work. Little things. Every day he wakes up. He always comes home from work. You never get that call like, oh, there's been a horrible accident. They hate us. They hate the right ear when we're driving. They hate how we talk to the dog like a fucking wacko. Who wants a treat?
The worst is when they start hating things that are the reasons they loved you. Like, I bet you've heard it's like, everything's a joke with you, Jay.
I'm so tired of that big cock.
Enough with the big cock.
Yeah, enough. Yeah. And they just grow to hate you. And it's like, you just hate their faces. Like they hate, like you come home from work, they're like, oh, how long are you going to be here? I'm not saying I live this personally.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's a reason that rocket disintegrates. And you just, as a good guy, you just ride that rocket out. Because it's not as easy as like, well, why don't you just leave? It's like, it's not that easy.
That's why guys play golf. It's a half hour to get there, hour warming up, 4 hours on the course, an hour after for beers. You're like, I'm gone the whole fucking day.
Yeah. I don't play
Women
golf.
are like, how come golf takes 9 hours? It doesn't. It takes 3.5. We just don't want to fucking come home.
I saw a Brian Regan clip where it's like how guys just don't get in each other's business. Like, he played golf with his buddy. You know this bit?
No.
He played golf with his buddy who just went through a terrible divorce, and his wife's like, so how's Jim? He goes, hey, he's all right.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about the divorce? No.
Nah.
What? Did you talk about the custody hearing? No. It's like you just played golf.
Yeah. My fiance just did that the other day. I went golfing with a friend of mine, and we're all friends. She's like, how's Laz doing? I'm like, good. What's going on with that? I go, I don't know. You go, what'd you guys talk about? I was like, well, he's a San Francisco Giants fan. They're playing really well. I'm a Mets fan. They're playing really well. That was about 2 hours, breaking down the lineups, top to bottom, how everybody's pitching, how everybody's playing. We talked a little bit about where we're going to go after and have a beer. No, I didn't ask him how fucking the honeymoon was.
Are you in Charlotte planning this wedding actively right now?
We're pretty much done.
But we is like in quotes, right?
Yes.
It's her.
Yeah.
It
was supposed to be easy peasy, fucking
easy.
whatever. I was like, we're getting married on the lake in Tahoe, and then having the reception at my buddy's pub. We're not going to do.
Wait a minute, July what?
26th.
I might be up in Tahoe around that time, actually. Seeing Josh Swindell.
Okay.
My buddy lives up there.
Who's just here. Yeah, I met him the other day.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, and he was like, I live right by Heavenly. I was like, I'm getting married right there.
I'll be in Jersey the 27th for my dad's birthday, but yeah, there's a Tahoe trip. Me and the Mohr boys. Mailmen.
I got a whole gang of people up in Tahoe. My buddy owns a pub up there. I know you don't drink, but food's amazing. You can go out on the lake and catch fish, and then he'll cook it up for you at the pub.
Fish.
Yeah,
I'm a fishing fool.
Yeah.
But know this, when you're planning a wedding,
you gotta swim in the lake too, because you're a swimmer guy. You gotta get in that lake and swim.
Sure. I'm not worried about sharks in a fucking lake.
No, just dead Italians at the bottom of it.
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
I grew up in Jersey.
Yeah.
I know all about it.
I only swim if there's dead Italians under me.
Hey, I don't know nothing. Dude, when you plan a wedding, it's like, just do whatever the bride wants. Oh, no. No, you got to keep the bride's mom happy. Is her mom still alive?
Her mom's still alive. Her mom's coming. Her mom's pretty easy. Her dad's not coming because her dad doesn't like me.
Incarcerated?
No, just hates me.
Why? Because you're a dirty Italian?
Yeah.
What's he?
He's, I don't know, Scottish, German.
How does he not like you? Like you're a nice guy.
That's what everybody says.
What'd you do?
Just, it's a comic thing, money thing. You're not going to, but he hates everybody. I was like,
fuck this guy.
Yeah, totally.
Give me his number.
Yeah.
Fucking put the Jersey flex. I'll put that to my lazy 14-year-old. Make him do some work.
Yeah, I told all because like he's not coming out. It's like she's not talking to him. It's a whole big thing.
Oh, she doesn't talk to him.
Yeah, he sent her
crazy pussy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's not crazy. She's not crazy.
Oh, daddy. You got to keep the mom happy.
Yeah.
I was at my buddy Jimmy's wedding, and oh God, Jimmy, I hope you're listening. And this guy is a G. Like, he's a world jiu-jitsu champion. World, not state, not like in the world. Nobody could whoop my boy's ass. He beat Nate Diaz, and I saw the video. He got Nate Diaz to tap. And we're at the wedding, and the mom of the bride gets pretty hammered, cool as hell. Like, where the guy next to me is like, "What's going on with homegirl's mom? Like, she seems like she's a good time."
Yeah.
The mom gets up to give a speech, which is so long. I sit through about 4 or 5 minutes, which doesn't sound that long, but at a table in a cold, rainy day under a tent, it's like, Maron, woman, wrap it up.
Yeah.
So I go, you know what? This is a great time to take a leak. I noticed, Joe, I probably take 65% of my pisses are just to kill time. Just to kill. I'm at a meeting. I get up. I'm like, I'll be right back. I take my time in there. I look in the mirror. I'll straighten things out in other people's bathrooms, go through the medicine cabinet.
Everybody that works in an office is like, I know, man.
But 60, yeah, okay, good.
In the early 2000s, I would find an article on the internet I wanted and print it out at the printer and take that to the bathroom with me. I'm like, here we go. I got a 5,000 word Bill Simmons article about fucking, how 90210 is the NBA or whatever. I'm like, this is me on the toilet.
Yeah. But so I go, all right, I'm going to go up and take a leak because this speech is taking forever. We're at a winery way up. Temecula, is that north? or
It's
south.
west.
Whichever the one that sounds like that,
Napa,
that's
something
north.
up
It's
there.
up there. And like where there's no cell service, nothing. So the bathrooms, unless you walk all the way back to the farmhouse or whatever, are these porta potties down a gravel road, a long, winding gravel road. So I got to get up, go from the thing, walk across a field, up these cobblestone steps, and then go down the gravel road, then wait in line because out of all these people, there's only four porta potties in this thing. I wait in line, I piss. As I'm coming back, I can hear this lady still giving a fucking speech. Like she must have shouted out Bismarck Key, fucking Cool Master Ace. Like she went down. It was awesome. It was awesome. And then I had to give a speech. So I kept mine tight because you got to kill when you give a speech.
Yeah.
And if you're out there going like, I can't believe I got to give a speech. Don't be a fucking baby. Get up there and fucking kill your shit. Keep it tight. Keep it funny. Little self-deprecating humor. Here was my move. Where my Jersey people at? Half the room goes batshit crazy because Jimmy's from Jersey.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah! That was it. I was in. What a beautiful bride. I think we saw something we never thought we'd see today. They thought I was going to say Jimmy and Bella together. I go, the most beautiful bride any of us have ever seen. Yeah. All right, toast. That's it. I'm out. Then I went home. After that. There's no reason I need to sit around. But this was like...
Because you were sober.
Sober, but it's a long day because I was the best man.
Yeah.
So I had to be there at noon for a 4:00 wedding. I still don't understand why.
You had to rehearse.
No. And everybody they were animals. They were fighters. It was all fighters. Like there wasn't 6 groomsmen, 2 ears combined. And I had both of them. Everybody's ears looked like a pit bull chewed it off in a dojo. Every guy had little mangy ears and like smushed in noses. And at noon, I remember 2 different guys holding a bottle of Bushmills in one hand, bottle to the lips, chug, and like a beer in the left hand. And that was at noon. Then we're standing in line to go out. And I smell weed smoke. Like the 5 groomsmen are lined up in our little tuxedos. And I smell weed. We're in this beautiful winery and like it's out in the open. So I'm like, who the fuck is smoking weed it's the guy right behind me who's an animal. Like a serious like gorilla killer. Yeah. And I'm like, right? You know.
I am worried about my hooligan brother and my hooligan friends. I mean, I'm getting married at a pub. And it's in South Lake Tahoe, so there's casinos and like I was
You're getting married at a pub?
Well, I'm getting married on the lake. The ceremony's happening on the lake.
That'll be beautiful.
And then a reception at a pub, but a beautiful pub with a garden and all that. And my buddy owns the place, so he's just like whatever, it's gonna be like whatever you need. We're gonna have a beer burro at the pub. There's gonna be a donkey with just a couple satchels full of beer on it, so you can hang out with the beer. She shut down the beer boys. I wanted some beer boys just handing out beers at the ceremony because you're going to be sitting in the hot sun. And I was like, you're on the lake. Everybody could use a Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. How about a Capri Sun for your boy?
Yeah.
So you're getting married on the lake. You're going to the pub.
Yep.
Okay.
McDuff's Pub, South Lake Tahoe, by the way. It's like McDuff's Scottish pub. It's truly the best pub on this side of the Mississippi. It's awesome. Food is incredible. My buddy like ruined my bachelor. I called him and I was like, when I got engaged, I was like, I'm coming to Tahoe for my bachelor party. I was like, you got skiing, you got a pub, you got casinos, I'm coming. And he was like, why don't you just have the whole wedding here? I'll save you a fucking ton of money. And I was like, well, you just ruined my bachelor party, but sure, if she's down for that.
What do you mean you ruined your bachelor party?
Well, because now I can't ask him to host me for a bachelor party and host me for a wedding. So I was like, fine, we'll go to Utah for the bachelor party.
You said he ruined your bachelor party.
Yeah, because my whole plan was I'm going to go to my buddy's bar in South Lake Tahoe for my bachelor party. I was more concerned with the bachelor party at that point than the wedding.
But how did you ruin it?
He ruined it by now I couldn't do it there. I had to move it. I had to move locations. You're
I'm
confused.
still unclear. Are you?
I'm just saying he ruined my plan.
This guy sounds like a real jerk.
He's a real jerk with all his fucking generosity, and
he's all solicitous.
Yeah, he's all saving me tens of thousands of dollars, and he's the best dude ever.
Thursday, I got an appointment at the vet for my 18-year-old Yorkie checkup. She's blind, she's deaf, she has no teeth. She stares at the wall and barks at it. She shits in the bed, and I think I might just be dropping her off. And I'm okay with that. And you ever put a dog down?
Yes.
Okay. I've done it before. But why did Kyle, were you yawning or holding in a laugh when I said putting my dog
Kyle's
down?
laughing.
No, I almost had to put my cat down like last
Oh, I don't want to hear about your fucking cats. Stupid cats.
I can put the cat down right now. Show
I'll
me
do
a
it in
cat,
my
I'll put it
driveway
down.
between the cars. I'll choke out your stupid cat with those long tempura crab arms. Cats are gross.
Cats are gonna
You know, do you have a
steal
litter
your
box
breath.
in your house? How about this? Every day you look at a litter box, you go, not yet. I'm not going to waste my time with 3 pieces of sesame chicken. I'm going to wait until it's overflowing. I want to, and it's by my laundry. I want a big box of shit in my house next to my clothes when they come out fresh as a daisy. I want that faint hint of cat shit on everything I own. I'm going to wait until there's a Mount Fudgeopolis of cat shit. I want my cat, Joe and Kyle, to have to cup his balls and back his asshole over the brim of the box and just bloop, like find a little Jenga hole for that thing to go into, like that game at the carnival with the coins.
Yeah.
With the arm that sweeps, like, oh, if I just put one more coin in, I'm gonna get all the. But it never happens that way. And instead, you take the shit outside where it belongs in the first place. My theory on this, Joe, is you have an outdoor cat like we had growing up. I remember playing Army in the woods a mile from home and seeing my cat run across a trail, and I'm like, fuck yeah. You have an outdoor cat, and if he gets killed, he wasn't a very good cat. That's how I feel about my dogs.
Or you could always just be like, he found a better option.
He's on a farm.
Yeah.
He got adopted by God. I've had dogs get carried away by hawks.
Carried away by hawks?
I lost a Maltese to a
Really?
hawk. Yeah.
Here in LA?
Yeah. No, in fucking Aruba. Yeah.
No, I didn't know if it was Jersey or
No, it was horrible. It was my old assistant's house. She had a backyard that was walled in, and the dog was out there, and the hawk just came and picked it up, and they found Gene Wilder, a great Maltese.
Gene Wilder. Oh, I thought you said they found. I was like, Gene Wilder found your dog?
No, Gene died. People don't realize that's how Gene Wilder died. Death by hawk. And you lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir. Yeah, they went and looked for it, and like a quarter mile away, they found his little vest. Then they found the collar. Like, at least it's not a painful way to go.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Having your eyes clawed out.
Oh, but if my Yorkie, Mabel, it's almost like when we take her out to pee, I don't have leashes for any of my dogs. If they run away, they're fucking idiots and I don't want them. So, but
You got a pretty good life here.
Mabel, right. Mabel, like she'll pee like
That's
right
what Jeannie
by
thinks about you too. She's like, if he leaves, all right.
She's the best. If Mabel, like, she'll pee in the grass right by the curb and cars are coming, and me and Jeannie just sit there like, just take 2 steps. Just take 2 steps and end this. Just die.
My advice to everyone is always one day early is so much better than one day late. Like doing it early when you're like, what is this life really? It's fucking deal. The one day late when you're like, oh God, this dog's now.
It's like Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah.
If you're a Mets fan.
Yeah.
Too late.
Too late. Yeah. We're still paying Bobby Bonilla.
It's fucking
this fucking day.
He's the best. But that Yorkie's been everywhere with me. I mean, she's 18 years old.
Yeah.
And she's getting like super frail, and I don't even take her out anymore. I just put her on pads, and she just pees on a pad in my son's bathroom. He's so lazy, he doesn't care. He just steps over it every day.
She's become a cat.
She's become a cat without a litter, a free range cat, an indoor free range cat. But she doesn't know where she is. But what's interesting is in the last 2 years, when she's been blind to go along with her deafness, she's mapped out how many steps it takes to get to every place. So me and Jeannie will just sit on the couch and go, warmer, warm, like from her bed to the water to this to there. But every once in a while you hear her barking and you don't know where she is. And she's like behind the couch. Like it's almost like when a Roomba just runs out of batteries. I saw her in
Or gets caught in the corner.
She got caught in the corner to the side of my son's toilet. Just went in there and wedged out and just couldn't fucking hit the reverse button. So yeah, I think that's going to happen. And that's, oh, by the way, everybody that hits me up on Instagram about the podcast, I love it. And thank you. It's really refreshing. It's good. It just makes me feel good that you guys are into the podcast, especially guys who are like, I can't believe you're back. I did my mail route. A lot of mailmen. Shout out to the mailmen.
Shout out to all the mailmen.
Is that the most underrated service in our lifetime?
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Tingle used to do a joke like, it was back in the days, like, for a quarter, You're going to send this all the way across the country for me in a plane. And people still complain about it.
Yeah. Like, where the fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
And some guy in a safari hat shows up.
They really are the safari hat guys.
The safari hat guy and like the old timey army trucks with the fucking wheel on the wrong side. And you're like,
now Amazon's using them on Sundays, I noticed. The
Mailmen?
mail trucks. Yeah.
Wow.
I saw a mailman truck with an Amazon guy in it.
Amazon is like the new, like the audacity for people to complain. Like I was just saying to Charlotte the other day, I was like, remember when you would just like run out of shampoo and then for 2 days you're like, fuck, I gotta go get shampoo. I'm like, it's pre-ordered, it's coming like monthly, and then I'm like, where the fuck is this thing? Oh, your free fucking shampoo that you didn't even have to fucking press a button for. It didn't show up the day you thought it was gonna be here.
You ever just switch to conditioner because you're so lazy back in the day?
Yeah.
And you walk around with like fucking hair like, I can't think of anybody. Lord Fauntleroy. Yeah. He had a little poofy hair.
Like fucking Tom Thibodeau.
Fucking Tibbs. So cats, another thing about cats is people always like, they're always like, I go, I don't like cats. And they always say, what do they always say? If you say, I don't like cats, what does the cat owner always say to me? You never met my cat.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what does your cat play, fucking wiffle ball?
Yeah.
Because if your cat plays wiffle ball, I'm in. I'll have a great time with your wiffle ball cat. What does your cat do? Does he roll dice? Has he got a fucking do-rag on? He's going to take me through the hood and show me where he got shot?
I always say, like, my dog will come, give me a ball, I'll throw it, it'll go back, it'll be there. But cats walk around the house all day just looking at you, like dirty looks, and then like, fuck you.
But they don't even walk around the house all day. They just lay in one spot in the house. And what's the biggest compliment you can give a cat? He thinks he's a dog. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you go to a girl's house on a date back in the day, it's like, hey, you want to come in and meet my cat? You're like, nah, you're close. We're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
And no, I don't want to meet your cat because your cat doesn't want to meet me. Your cat doesn't even like you.
Yeah.
You got to come home from work. You're like, Snowball, where are you? I'm home. And
the cat only wants to meet an open can of tuna.
It's
That's
downstairs
the only thing
on the radiator like, bitch, I'm home too, whatever. Throw like old queens. Like, meow. Like, whatever, bitch. You pet their ass, they stick it up in the air. Like, fuck me. Fuck me. People don't talk about that with cats. You pet a cat from its head to its tail.
They're like, oh, my asshole.
You get an inch away from the tail. The cat just shoots its ass in the air like, fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. I can't help it. Hey, cat, fuck me. Boy, your cat's really into me. But if I go to your house and you say you want to come in and meet my dog, yeah. Because that guy wants to meet me. You go to somebody's house, the dog's like, my God!
I can hear him waiting to meet me. He's scratching at the door to get
yeah,
He's like,
here's every toy I ever fucking owned. Oh, I peed. I'm sorry. I'm so excited to meet this guy. Are you coming back? When? Dogs are the best.
The best.
How about when you bring your dog to the vet and they're fucking like, oh no. You got to drag him in. But then when you pick him up, they've like elected your dog mayor. Yeah. Your dog's got like a sash. He's got like a decree from the city. He's like, welcome back to the vet. I believe you know Panda and Daisy. Woo! And you're leaving the vet. Your dog's like, see you next time.
Yeah.
And then like 2 months later, your dog's like, oh no.
And you're dragging him in.
Same with bath time.
Yeah.
Your dog comes out of the bathtub. They just go shithouse crazy afterwards. Yeah. Like, that was the best.
The slippery paws on the thing running in place like a fucking cartoon.
Birdie always has hair on her that grows out between her pads. So it's like hard for her to walk on anything that's not carpet. That's why she got that dubious look on her face. That's the fucking.
I have a big Mongoloid Great Dane. He's definitely.
You have a Great Dane?
Yeah.
How did I not know that?
Charlotte has adopted, well, she had a Great Dane when I met her. That one has since passed, and then she had another dog. And now we have 3 dogs because we had a third one that we fostered.
Okay, hold on. 2 weeks ago, it was like, now we got 2 dogs.
Yeah, no, now we have 3. Yeah, 3 dogs. We keep fostering dogs. We had a dog, and now we have 2 foster fails. 2 fosters that didn't go anywhere. 1 got returned.
How does that happen? Like somebody goes, hey, this dog's going to get put to sleep if you guys don't take it in?
Yeah, like a rescue will be like, we have all these dogs, but then...
But who says that to you?
She follows fucking rescues on Instagram and shit. Like, I'm like, I told her the other day, I go, you don't need more dogs.
Can she take Mabel?
Yeah, she will take every fucking dog.
Will she take an 18-year-old Yorkie?
I was like, no more. I was like, you don't need another dog. You need therapy. That's what you need. Just stop adopting dogs.
I know what she needs.
But we have a Great Dane who's all we took him to his asshole has been leaking. Just leaky ass. Just leaking ass.
Shit.
Yeah, shit, blood, leaking.
How old's this dog?
Like 4. He's
A Great Dane asshole?
Yeah.
That's like chest high.
I know. So we took him to the vet the other day, and we have the vet's definitely gay, and he's like, "Oh, that's great to see Bob. Let's get Bob in the back." And then he came
Your
out.
Great Dane's name is Bob.
Bob.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
See, like fucking cats. Look at this guy with his fuck. He even look at him.
Yeah.
Just look at him. Yeah.
So he's like, "Great to see Bob. Bob's Bob. Let's go check out Bob. Let's see what's going on with Bob's ass." And then from the back, I just hear like, "Ah!" And then he comes back out and he's like, "We did all the things. Also, Bob shit. Bob just took a shit when we put our finger up his ass. Bob just let go of everything." I was like, "Well, you're the
Bob opened the suitcase.
you're the vet." I was like, "Sorry about it."
So what was the diagnosis on Bob?
He's got fucking anal gland issues or whatever. And it's
Okay.
like,
That's why I thought you were going with that.
yeah.
So Birdie had problems where she kept like rubbing her ass on the floor, but not the funny way. Like when
Not
you're,
the scooch.
yeah, the scooch is awesome,
Yeah.
and I always love it. They just look like Mr. Toad's teacup ride going around, ding, 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 ding. But it was like really bothering her. So Jeannie's a big YouTuber, so she looks up on YouTube how what's going on. It comes down to anal glands need cleansing.
Yeah. Expressing.
My sister Julie's visiting from New Jersey. I come home from work, and Julie's holding Birdie by the head. Jeannie's behind Birdie with a rubber glove on. And just shoom right up there digging around, and the dog's looking at me like, do something. I'm like, hey man, 2 against 1,
A cat would be like, "This is the greatest day of my life.
right. A cat would be like,
This is all I've ever asked for."
yeah, get down on it. Then later that night on the Instagram feeds for both of us, because they listen in on everything and they tweak your algorithm,
Yeah.
we see somebody checking a dog's anal glands. And guess what they used? Lube.
Yeah.
They forgot lube on poor Birdie. No wonder Birdie was looking at me. They raw dogged
Just
her.
dry dogging Birdie.
They raw dogged Bert. And they were like both more. And Julie was like, "Look, you told me to hold." Julie's Jersey all the way. Like, you told me to hold the fucking head. Man, what am I? I don't know nothing. Julie, this is how Jersey Julie.
I'm amazed Jeannie's getting up in there.
Jeannie is anything that needs fixing, tweaking, solving. It becomes her mission. And I watched her fix the garbage disposal twice. A door, a cabinet door. She's fixed the washing machine. She's like, well,
She fixed you.
She fixed me. There's a belt loose on the washer. That's why it rattles. I'm like, I don't like that's cars. Like, she loves doing that.
Really?
Which makes her maybe the smartest person I've ever known. Because I'm just like, if I get a flat tire, just leave it on the side of the road. I just got another one, another nail in my tire. I don't know if anybody. Let me fucking do a humble brag. I don't know if anybody has a Mercedes out there, but they eat fucking nails. It's crazy. It's my 5th one in 2 years, 5th tire. Well, I mean, they patch it.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Scott, Westside Tires.
You think somebody's fucking with you? So
No.
dropping nails on you?
I asked other guys that I know, and they're like, "Fucking me too."
Doing donuts in the Home Depot parking lot?
On Depot.
Home Depot?
On Depot. My friend Adam, who produces the guy I started doing stand-up with him, he's producer of Inside Edition now. Like, we were like in high school doing stand-up together. And he said, I wonder if this ever happened to you. He goes, "Hey, call me up. I got something I want to run by you bit-wise." No. He's one of my guys.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I want to hear what he has to say. He's about to leave for work, and his wife goes, "Hey, before you go to work, when you come on upstairs?" And he goes, "Nah." And he gets in his car and drives to work, and he said everything was different. Like, mice were chasing cats. Like, there was no traffic. And like, by turning down sex, he fucked up like the time-space continuum. It wasn't until he was like out the driveway he realized, oh my God, she wanted to have sex with me.
Yeah.
And she's like, "One of you?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm all right." And he said, on that drive to work, like his words were, "Mice are chasing cats." There was no traffic.
He was in the upside down.
What?
He was in the upside down.
He was in the upside down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you?
No.
You don't turn it down ever?
Rare. I mean, for me, that's how I know the relationship's over, if I'm turning it down.
Really?
Yeah. Because then I'm like, if I'm not down to do it. And that's how they know too. They're like, what's happened? You wanted to do it 4 times a day. Now you don't want it. Now,
Hold on. You're exaggerating to clarify, right?
what do you mean?
4 times a day.
I mean, I've had a 4 time a dayers. Yeah.
How, without selling out your bride to be, how often are you having sex, Joe?
Currently.
No, in fucking January of '98.
Okay. I don't know. Not that often. Like, yeah, we're like a bi-weekly.
Twice a week.
Yeah.
Or do you mean
Yeah.
once a week, but with another guy?
Yeah. Once a week with a guy, once a week with her.
Who's faster than me?
Bi-weekly. But I'm easy too. Like, I don't, I'm like, no, it's fine.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Are you building a resentment?
No, because I've heard you talk about it too. It's like, I'm 45 now. Like,
Bro, I'm 10 years older than you.
yeah.
I'll say to Jeannie, look, we just had sex 2 weeks ago. You gotta slow down. She's a Hellcat. Like twice a month. Relax. I don't know what it is, but first of all, I am useless before 3 p.m. Like the idea of having sex in the, and I know I don't think I'm the minority. I think I'm the one guy that doesn't wake up and immediately punch his clown or do something sexual. I just can't I can't open a box of cereal in the morning. Nothing works. It takes me 2 hours to be able to jump a rope at the gym. Which, by the way, am I right, guys? Look at that. So morning sex for me, out. It just can't happen.
That's her. She's not interested in the morning. I'm me. Same thing. I wake up. I'm like,
Who we fucking?
We're not doing anything yet. We're still in bed. We're half naked. Let's just fuck. And then I'll make coffee.
I have something for you. This is what you do. If she doesn't want to have sex in the morning, you get up and slam your dick in the dresser drawer, the top one. But like your socks and stuff are in there. It's soft. Like your underpants are laid out. Rub the tip of your dick and like, I believe it's the perineum, the part where it makes like are you circumcised?
Yeah.
So the part where it makes like a heart shape, like underneath, take that if you're hard, because you probably have to pee. That's why you're so hard.
Right.
So don't pee yet. Keep that boner. Push it down straight. Get on your tippy toes over that first drawer and rub like the bottom part of the top of your dick on your underwear because it's soft, and then fucking slam it closed on your dick. And then you look back at her and say, look what you made me do. I mean, I've done this 20 times.
And then you hit the gym.
And then I just go to the gym and I jump rope on one leg. You don't know that trick? Yeah. No, it's called the top drawer.
The top drawer.
Yeah, I ran out of how to name things on my way in. It's called the top drawer. Just rub your dick on your underpants, the under part. You ever?
I'm gonna clip this for her. This is gonna be the clip for her.
But you're planning a
Ballpark.
wedding.
Yeah. She's one of the, and I try to talk to her about it. This doesn't help. Don't ever tell a woman you're terrible at handling stress. But she is she's terrible at handling stress. When
Really?
she's stressed out, it's all fucking bets. It's just don't even. And now she's planning a wedding, and her job, this, and it's like what? And anytime I got 2 things happening, I'm like, forget it. I'm not even gonna fucking bother.
All right, but it's gonna sound like I'm making a joke, but I'm not. Next time you have sex, while you're, I'm not making a joke. I'm. It sounds like I am, but on God, I'm not. When you talk a little bit, be like, yeah, you're all stressed out. It just sounds so stupid, but it works. You're all stressed out all week, but all you have to do is come back here and get some of this fucking dick. I got your. It sounds so stupid.
I'm absolutely gonna do it.
Oh, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Like, this is all you needed was this fucking dick. Her reaction will let you know if you're making a grave error or if you hit the jackpot for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Because ideally, you want, like, finally, somebody fucking put me in my place like a good dad.
Her reaction is gonna be laughing in my fucking face.
And that's when, okay, I got something for that too. For some reason in this scenario, you guys are doing it doggy style.
Okay.
Does that sound like the
Sure.
norm? Because that's how me and Charlotte do it all the time.
Yeah.
You grab the back of her head and say, what the fuck are you laughing at? And push her face down into the mattress.
And give her the smush.
Right, but then she's gonna like, with her face kind of smushed, she's gonna like look back up at you and look like she's retarded. But so you don't laugh. And she's gonna say, what the fuck? And that's That's your crossroads right there. That's where the rubber meets the road. And that's when you go, you shut the fuck up and take this. Some call it rape.
Yeah.
But it's really, you got to push the boundaries.
This is really going to traumatize Bob, who will be in the corner leaking, asshole
You
leaking,
have sex with
watching
a Great Dane in the corner?
We actually have a second room. It's become the sex room. The second room. We're just like.
Do you have a TV in there?
In the second room?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. You get a TV. I'm full of advice today, Kyle. You get a TV, you put it in the sex room, and that's just your spot. And she goes, "Why are you always in here?" And you go, "You know what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just waiting for a partner to show up. And
Yeah.
fucking play Yogi Berra and squat over me. Just come on. Favorite position? I like missionary. I like looking at all the lady parts right there. It's like a menu.
Game of operation.
No, it's like a menu at Denny's. All the entrees are right there. There's pictures of them on the placemat. I just wrote a joke.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm fucking, there you go. Yeah, it's like, I could have gotten
moons over my hammy.
Moons over my hammy. I could have gotten the Grand Slam, the hootie doody booty. And it's like
the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity.
Yeah, I told you my naming thing's broke. Yeah, but that's like, I love missionary because I love like, milk lemonade. Here we go. And then guess what's around the corner? That's where fudge is made. But we don't talk about that.
No.
That's a forbidden love.
Then he says serve dessert.
Yeah. That's a forbidden love. That's a forbidden love, Joe Praino. Have you ever had sex with a woman and said the wrong name?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Go on. I'm all ears.
Yeah. I
feel like I'd be a great life coach for Joe. You got to pin her fucking face down and say, listen, bitch. You got to find, what are her words? I want to get back to wrong name. What are the words? Every woman has 2 words where if you say them, it's over. Usually it's like moist and and
yeah.
C
What's
word.
with moist?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And the C word.
C word. She says cunt all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Cunts, we're a British household, basically.
Yeah, I haven't
Everybody's
said
a fucking
it because
cunt.
I got fucking ads to read. I can't be. You got a real potty mouth. You wonder why she doesn't have sex with you all the time.
I said, what's amazing is I said the wrong name to a girl who had been worried about. It was her fault. She was like, she wouldn't let my girlfriend before her go. She was convinced that this was like a thing. Meanwhile, I cheated on one girl with the other one and then ended up with the second one, right? So like, and she was like, still concerned with the last girl. I was like, I fucking cheated on her.
You won.
Yeah. Let it go. Like, why you even, you totally won. You fucking, and she would, it was always, she'd always bring her up. And then I said the other girl's name during sex, and it was fucking World War II.
You gotta double down.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, what the fuck? And I was like,
you know what the fuck is up.
yeah.
Have you ever put your foot on a woman's face while you're having sex from behind?
No.
You've seen that in porno, right?
Put your foot on.
Like you're doing it doggy style, and you just put your fucking foot down on the side of her face.
No. Have you done that?
Yeah.
Good.
There's very little I haven't done. Have you ever peed on a woman?
No. In the shower. Doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Then yeah.
That's a nice starting point.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was a kid, my older brother is a fucking degenerate. Like, we had hustlers. I thought sex was peeing on chicks.
Yeah.
I was like,
well, we thought in Jersey, we thought you got pregnant by peeing in someone's butt. We thought that's how you got, for like way too long, by the way. And like well into middle school, it was like, we'd be porking each other behind the shed. Like, don't pee in my butt, bro. I can't have kids. Like, we were dumb. It's amazing we're alive. Like, I thought in New Jersey I could skateboard to Florida because it's all downhill. And I kind of still think that.
yeah.
Like, I have a map, I have a globe. It's not uphill, it's fucking down. Right? All except for 4 rivers, they all go north-south because there's that fucking gravitation thing.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
gravitation thing.
we used to box on the roof of my house. You lost by getting knocked out and knocked off the roof of my house, but we would put our bikes down there to cushion the fall. We were complete animals.
Yeah.
And you grew up in Long Island?
I grew up in Westchester.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
White, bored middle-class white kids
Oh.
is a very unspoken about terror.
My older brother is a legit sociopath.
Let's blow something up.
Yeah. Dr. Drew actually said he's a psychopath. He's like, no, you've undersold. He's a psychopath.
Really?
It was always blowing stuff up, lighting stuff on fire, killing things. Like we came home, there was a pond at the end of our road. We came home one time. He was sitting in the front lawn in a fucking beach chair, and he had put like 30 frogs on the roof of our house, and he was just watching them one at a time jump off and kill themselves.
Yeah, but they don't die when they do that.
No, but I was like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, watch. Every 3 seconds, one of them just fucking jumps off. And I was like,
what's he do for a living?
He's basically a con man. Yeah.
Where does he live?
Here. Marina Del Rey.
Are you guys still close?
No.
Oh, really?
We didn't talk for 10 years because he was very problematic and he stole from me.
Oh, he's older than you?
He's older than me. 3 years older than me.
How many times? Which time was your favorite?
Nobody beat the shit out of me.
Which time was your favorite when he molested you?
He held me down when I was a kid. For some reason, he had an obsession with Simon and Garfunkel song Cecilia, and he would put me down.
Oh, he's like an actual crazy guy.
Yeah, and he would like hold me down to it and like shake me. They're breaking your heart. They're shaking your. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And it was like, now this tune like haunts me.
He's truly crazy.
Yeah.
Like not funny crazy. Like,
No, crazy.
Couldn't talk his way out of a mental
Conned
hospital.
multiple women into marrying him.
Yeah. I read this book, The Psychopath Test by John Ronson. And it's basically, every world leader is a psychopath. You have to just be that narcissistic to be like, no, I'm the guy to run everything.
Yeah.
Potholes, toll roads, farming, ocean, EPA, oil. I'll handle everything because I'm fucking cuckoo. But also, it's such a floating diagnosis. There's one guy in the book that lied he was falsely accused of murder. He was a British guy, falsely accused of murder, pled insanity, acted crazy at the trial, went to a mental hospital, and then they found the actual killer, but now he can't get out of the mental hospital because no matter how he shows up in front of the board, he shows up in a suit and tie and his hair nice, and they're like, somebody's got a narcissistic personality.
Right.
Then he has a fucking meltdown, and they're like, he's got a lot of rage issues, can't get out, and he's innocent. Can't get out. Faked his way in, can't talk his way out. Do you think you could talk your way out of a mental hospital? Here's the scenario. You're on a bender with your boys. You're at your fucking pub where you're getting married because you like to throw money around. You're getting married at a pub.
Yeah.
A lake and a pub. Way to go all out. Let's do something that costs nothing twice. And you're raging. You get a little woozy. The beer donkey. You've hit it a little too something. Maybe there's a little fentanyl in there. You wake up. You're in pajamas. You're in a mental hospital. There's been obviously. I know you. You're not a crazy person.
Yeah.
There's been an egregious error, and you got to get out. What's the first thing you do?
I mean, you gotta get like FaceTime with like the man in charge.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
So I gotta get. Yeah.
Could I talk to an administrator? 'Cause I feel like I may be here accidentally.
I have done therapy a few times, and every time I've never heard this from anybody else. 2 different therapists have been like, "You don't need therapy. Just like you're good. Stop wasting your money. Like you have a totally normal internal monologue. Everything seems."
I don't know if that's true because you said you wake up and you feel like, what's the point? Most of the time.
Yeah, but then I'll like talk through that with therapists, and they're like, "Yeah, life sucks. Like it's like all the things that you're like whatever about." But like I never have ever had like suicidal ideations.
What does that mean? When do we go from suicidal thoughts to ideation?
I don't know.
Look up the word ideation and just see what it says.
It probably just says
like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, my condolences. Like, who says condolences?
Formation of an idea or concept is ideation.
A formation of an idea or a concept.
Yeah.
Like, well, being a human with cognitive thought means I have suicidal ideation because I can form a thought of how I would do it, when I would do it. That seems like and I would never have TV again, so I'm not doing it.
I used to live up in Malibu Canyon. Sometimes driving home and be like, you could just.
Yeah,
you could just. But like, that's not. But I've never been like, oh, if I kill myself, I'd kill myself this way.
It's not a solution.
Yeah. But I sometimes wake up and I'm like, oh fuck, like this again. It's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'll talk about this with a therapist. And they're like,
East Coast thing.
Yeah, what are we fucking doing here,
bro? What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
So here's another way to have sex more often with your bride to be. This has worked for me in the past, multiple times. You get yourself hard. Usually you put your hands in your pockets, right?
It's a lot of getting yourself hard first.
You got to point your penis down. I'm to the right. And then you just kind of tickle the helmet with your finger through your pocket liar. And then when you get hard, you just take it out and you go, Charlotte, what are we going to do about this? Because once they see it,
Yeah.
it's game on. That's like the placemat at Denny's to them. Just go, what are we going to do about
What are we
this?
going to do about this?
Charlotte, what are we going to do about this? That works. That works 100. Everybody out there listening to the sound of my voice, take your cock out when it's hard, not when it's soft. It looks like a robin's egg on a beanbag chair. Man. Get it nice and stiff and just look at your wife and go, what are we going to do about this? Like, what,
Genuinely ask.
I'm genuinely like, I don't know what we should, what are we going to do about this? I got a problem.
She's going to be like, top drawer.
If you do try that, I want you to get back to me on Instagram, Jay Mohr 37. So I got a dog that might get put down. I have a 14-year-old that I should put down. Cats suck. And if you own a cat, get a life.
Yeah.
You never met my cat. Joe's getting married outside next to a lake.
Yeah.
And then the party's in a pub. That
Yeah.
won't get hot and sweaty at all in July.
Not,
There'll be no
not,
issues.
not lake. It's your at fucking elevation. It's a glacier lake. It's going to be beautiful. It'll be low 80s.
Okay.
You're invited if you're in town. You're invited either way, but I know
Right.
you don't want to come to a pub wedding.
I didn't get an invite, so
Yeah.
I have nothing to look into because I never got an invite. And what else did we cover here? We covered the top drawer.
Top drawer.
Slam your dick in there first thing when you wake up.
Yep.
Then you won't really have to pee anymore either,
Yeah.
at all. I think we covered a lot of ground here.
I
buddy.
think we did.
It's a good app.
Yeah.
A lot of laughs.
A lot of laughs. And
My man.
we know what gear to use in turn one at
First, I think that was our first gear. And Tom Cruise is the greatest. He's never been bad in anything.
Can we do one random IMDb poll before we go?
Uh-huh.
Mafia.
Mafia was the only movie I auditioned for that they gave me at the audition. It was at the Ambassador Hotel, which was bitchin'. That's where RFK got shot,
Right.
senior. And so it was like decrepit, but they had offices that were still working. So I got to walk the grounds a little bit, and we filmed a lot of the movie there. And Jim Abrams, one of the three guys that do Airplane,
Zucker,
Zucker
Abrams,
brothers, sorry.
Zucker, Abrams, Zucker.
yeah. And so he's the Abrams and Zucker. And then I did the audition. He goes, that's great. So do you want to do it? You want to do it? I was like, yeah. And by the time I hit my car, my deal was done. $600,000 for a month.
That's great.
I was like, this is good living. And that's the only, actually, one other time, I feel like I've told this before about when I auditioned for Street Kings.
Maybe. Yeah.
I had a very violent rape scene in the audition.
Oh, right.
I got to get another cop's wife and
Smush her face into the.
for sure. She knew because she didn't know what to do about this. And I had the Detective Sergeant Mike Clady was supposed to be a big, giant, muscle-bound, scary guy, but I weighed 180. I was like, But I had one shirt that had like elastic around the bicep, and it was a collared like golf shirt, and it said SS Greenville. It was a nuclear sub I did stand up on.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about it. The
Yeah.
director.
And then I do the audition, and I'm doing curls and diamond push-ups before, so I look swole. And he goes, "This is pretty good. Where'd you get the Greenville shirt?" And I was like, "I did stand up on it on the ship at Pearl Harbor." And he goes, "I was on the fucking thing for 2 months. You want to part?" David, I'll never forget it. I was like, "Sure, I'm in." So then I was like, then I segued to like wiry Irish guy that never stops chewing gum that makes you very uncomfortable. Like, no, I'll handle it. Yeah. Like he just likes fighting. But Mafia was so much fun. We shot some of it in Reno, and it was freezing cold. And I remember me and Christina Applegate, it was so cold that you could see our breath in every take. You could see our breath. So here's a little show business trick. Ice cubes. They come out and they hand you ice cubes to suck on. And so you're already freezing, and you suck on ice cubes, and then you don't make breath when you're done with your ice cube for like 5 minutes. So your cold gets colder. We shot in a casino up there, the Peppermill Casino.
Yeah.
Most money I've ever won in a casino in my life, because we shot from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the casino, and I would be at one end of the casino and they'd film me walking by, and I'd say to a guy, like, it'd be like Arab guys, and I'd be like, hey, I think these guys are stealing towels. Something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I would be way at this end playing blackjack by myself, and I'd be like, hit me, I'd win. I'd be like, do it again, hit me, I'd win. And they'd be like, roll action. I'd be like, gotta go. I had to leave the table every time they said action. So whether I lost or won, I couldn't get sucked into their numbers game.
Yeah.
And I met my buddy Phil Suriano on that, who was Joe Pesci's chef, and he was Joe Pesci's brother in Casino, where they're getting beaten in the cornfield.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we became dear friends. And he had the funniest line in the movie to me when we're talking about how to disembowel a guy, and he just gets up and goes, who wants tea? Funniest line in the movie to me. In the script, for sure.
Yeah.
I loved making that movie. The first time on a charter flight, when we all went up to Reno to shoot, I was like, this is like being on a bus in school. This is great. Fuck seatbelts. Who cares?
How old were you when you shot that one?
I don't know. 36, 37.
Okay.
Dyed my hair black. One of like 5 movies where I had black hair for no reason. They're like, well, that one, because I'm playing a mob guy. Little Anthony Cortino. I learned Italian. Scusatemi. I give you a cabinetto posto for the movie, for the role. A lot of racist jokes got by. I bring back, when I come back from the Korean War, I pull a North Korean soldier out of the trunk. That was actually the wardrobe guy. The wardrobe guy. Oh, no, he was the tailor. And I had a Rottweiler, Shirley. And every day I brought her to set. Every day I'd walk into the wardrobe trailer because she loved this guy. Like, she'd cry to see him. I forget his last name. Wu, Chu, something. And
Tony Wong.
Tony Wong, fucking Toby.
Cheech and Chong.
Yeah. And so every day he would pull the extra skin. You know, when dogs got that like roll, he would pull it, and he would take like a safety pin off of his vest, like he was going to hem my dog. Every day, this was the joke we did. And it was like good living. It was a good life. And didn't do well at the box office, but I stand by it. If you want to have a good laugh, go get Mafia and watch it. Yeah. Lloyd Bridges' last movie.
Yeah.
And I got to write Lloyd Bridges' eulogy in Us magazine when he passed. And I wrote it. It came out. I went to do the Rosie O'Donnell show. Bo Bridges was on it the day before, and he left me a note in my dressing room, a handwritten note saying that meant a lot to my family. Thank you.
Wow.
I thought that was bitching. Yeah. You know who looped? Well, why would you know this? Sorry, I hate when people do that, and I'm doing it to you. When they had to do ADR and loop Lloyd Bridges' voice for certain scenes, they brought in Carlos Alzraqui.
Who's that?
Reno 911.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm probably saying his name wrong. How do you say it? Carlos Alzraqui. And I remember being in ADR, and he's like, well, I don't understand. Another line I love in that movie. I don't understand this cocaine. It doesn't taste good. You can't put it on cereal. Alzraqui. Yeah. He did
Lloyd Bridges.
Yeah.
Wow.
So is that enough for you?
That's great.
Oh, and the swimming pool scenes where I jump in like a Fanuc. A swimming pool heated to 80 degrees, you will get hypothermia and die. Because you're 98.6. So your body temperature, I was in a full wetsuit.
Oh, if you're just like in
and
it
after
the whole
3 hours
time.
of filming in the swimming pool, like uncontrollably teeth chattering, I'm going to die. And they had these scuba guys in the pool with warm water hoses to put up your pant leg of your wetsuit. So I was doing it one direction. They were doing
a lot of heating and cooling techniques learned on the set of Mafia.
That's really what I remember most. It was a giant HVAC promotional video.
I remember when you had Barry Katz here. You said you beat him in a swim race. I want to take you in a race.
How much time I'll fucking smoke your ass.
Not a chance. What distance are we talking about here?
25 yards, straight shot.
Oh, no, you have no shot.
Freestyle?
Freestyle.
How much time we got, Mateo? We gotta wrap up.
Are we diving in or are we starting in the water?
Whatever you want.
All right.
How are you such a good swimmer? You're Italian with that stupid mustache?
I'm fucking Michael Spitz or what? Mark Spitz.
Michael Spitz is pretty good.
Yeah, Michael Spitz is I'm half Michael Phelps, half Mark Spitz.
He is the Ozzy Canseco of the swim game. Yeah. More stories, friends. Follow us on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, and keep giving me that feedback. I really love hearing from you guys. Put your name on it. Jay Mohr's my uncle.